जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे, भारत संविधान भारत भाग्य विधाता। जम्मू कश्मीर हिमाचल पंजाब दिल्ली हरियाणा यूपी उत्तराखंड बिहार गुजरात मराठा उड़ीसा उत्तर पूर्व द्राविड़ कर्नाटक तेलंगाना आंध्रा केरला उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल तावी यमुना गंगा सरस्वती कृष्णा ब्रह्मपुत्रा उछल जल्दी तिरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, तब जयो गाथा तब गाय जयो गाथा, सर्वधर्म नागरिक भारत विधाता। जनगण मंगल दायक अधिनायक जय हे, भारत संविधान भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जयो 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 हे। जय भारत वंदे मातरम। भारत माता की जय। Today another day for Bharat, and people are being gifted by bullets. A great achievement of this government. If you talk something, if you demand something, your payment is bullet. You are shot. This is great nation. If you demand something, you will be shot. This is a new theory of this nation, extra constitutional theory adopted by this government, which is surprising one and very very astonishing. आप कुछ मांगेंगे भारत में, आपको गोली मार दी जाएगी। ये भारत का अनऑफिशियल संविधान, जिसमें आप मांगिए कुछ भी पब्लिक के हिसाब से, अपने अधिकार के हिसाब से, तो आपको छोटे बच्चे भेज के उनसे गोली दिखाई जाएगी, बंदूक दिखाई जाएगी। और यही आज का लोकतंत्र है, यही आज का भारत है। नागपुर वालों द्वारा दिया गया भारत, संविधान द्वारा नहीं। नागपुर में कुछ लोग हैं जिसको मैं यहूदी भी कहता हूँ, मुगल भी कहता हूँ। 1947 के बाद उन्होंने कहा नहीं था कि हम ऐसे हैं, लेकिन 1925 से 1947 के बीच में जो उन्होंने किया हमें मालूम नहीं था। We were not aware of that, what they thought between 1925 to 1947, and they tried their best in 1947 to use their flag and their name of this country, which they failed at that time. They tried their best, and in 2014 they got their stump clear, and they are now in power. I call them not BJP but Nagpur Mughals and Nagpur Yahudis. You may feel it bad, I don't care, you feel it bad. Characters of Yahudis and characters of Mughals match their character. There is similarity between characters of two. You can compare point wise. You can compare a sense that those are cruel, they are cruel. Those are looters and they are looters. Those do not care for humanity and these people do not care for humanity. Lot of parallelism exists between them and this. And on top of that, they were guided by Goras in British, to whom they used to polish and take care of those Goras like office boys or peons. That's what was done. So in fact, mentally they are Goras, and by conduct they are Yahudis. Yahudis are doing same against Palestinians, and Yahudis are treated like that by Hitler. So a sequence exists. एक रेखा चित्र चल रहा है उस जमाने से। हमने तो सोचा था कि ये लोग सुधर गए होंगे, लेकिन इनके दिमाग के कीड़े अभी तक मरे नहीं हैं। सत्ता में आ जाएं, चाहे वो मंदिरों में बैठ जाएं, पाप वो वैसे ही करेंगे जैसे करते रहे। उन्हें इंसानियत से कुछ लेना देना नहीं, मानवता से कुछ लेना देना नहीं। उनको चाहिए शक्ति, चाहिए पावर, चाहिए गद्दी, चाहे वो किसी भी तरह से मिल जाए, ईवीएम मशीन से मिल जाए या गोली दिखा के मिल जाए या पैर छू के मिल जाए, उन्हें फर्क नहीं पड़ता। उनको मतलब सत्ता से है, और वो भूल जाते हैं कि सत्ता किसी की सगी नहीं हुई। हर कंट्री में ऐसे ही युद्ध हुए और कंट्रियों में सत्ताएं चेंज होती रही। आज दुख इस बात का है कि भारत की जनता बेवकूफ बन गई इन लोगों के सामने। भारत की 140 करोड़ जनता समझ नहीं पाई कि करना क्या चाहिए था। We all 140 crore people got fools by these invisible people invisible heart and invisible mind people, the name of Ram, we lost everything, actually speaking. We are so foolish society that believe in dharma more than our life and country. We forget that dharma is imaginary, it is not physical entity. We all forget that कि धर्म जो होता है काल्पनिक होता है, उसका कोई सबूत नहीं होता है, उसका कोई हिसाब किताब नहीं होता है. आप जिसको मानना है मानिए, नहीं मानना नहीं मानिए. लेकिन हम ये भूल गए कि धर्म के नाम लेके सत्ताएं बदल जाती हैं, लोग बदल जाते हैं, ख्याल बदल जाते हैं, कार्यक्रम बदल जाता है. और वही हुआ. धर्म के नाम पे हमको पीट दिया गया, हमको लूट लिया गया, हमसे पैसे भी ले गए, हमसे मान सम्मान भी ले गए, और हम धर्म के चक्कर में पागल हो गए. और आज हालत है कि हम धर्म के रहे, ना कर्म के रहे, ना देश के रहे, ना देश के रहे. मानसिकता खराब हो गई, इन्होंने खराब कर दी. धर्म के नाम पे बस एक ही लड़ाई, हिंदू मुसलमान लड़ा दो आपस में और उसके बाद खत्म. ना हमें अर्थशास्त्र से कुछ लेना है, ना देश से कुछ लेना है, ना तरक्की से कुछ लेना है, ना किसी और से कुछ लेना है. बस हिंदू धर्म करते रहो, मुस्लिम धर्म करते रहो और देश को आग लगा दो. और हम हाथ के अंदर रहना चाहते हैं. 140 करोड़ लोग शायद बुद्धिहीन हो चुके हैं. दुख होता है इस बात पे. चाहे हम पढ़े लिखे हो, अनपढ़ हो, हमें किसी से कोई मतलब नहीं है, हमें अपने से मतलब है. आज हम जहाँ खड़े हैं बहुत खतरनाक जगह खड़े हैं. आप लोग समझ पाए ना, ये CAA NRC तो एक ड्रामा है, ये तो एक इंजेक्शन है. दे जस्ट गिव इंजेक्शन टू अस. They had nothing to do. They could not treat all other diseases, all the problems of this country. They just used their injections and tablets and capsules and operations in name of CAA and in name of NRC, etc. All others, their scandals failed. Only these scandals generated, innovated. CAA is an injection. It's a tool to operate your minds and your brains so that you think only for them, for nothing else. What we did for 72 years, a lot of work in this country was done for better, for future of this country, but that has gone into drain. And these carriers are all these Nagpur Yahudis. I don't understand what is planned behind. If they only want government powers, for that they can go to any extent, whatever extent possible, practically they can go to. Unfortunately, we are destroying this country by ourselves. Thus, we cannot blame foreign powers. Previously, we used to blame British did that, or other countries did that, and many other countries did that. But when we are our enemies, just like Libyan people were their enemies, just like Iraq people were their enemies, Gaddafi was there in Libya, but people were not happy with that person because that person used to control very good. And before that also there were many regimes. But when you are getting something, you're not happy. When you are not getting something, you think. That's what's happening with us. We had everything. We had our government, our own government. They used to work for economy. They used to work for development. We didn't like that. We hated them. We called them robbers. We called them everything. And we have not proved till now that they were robbers. But these people have looted this country. Many of their people have run away from this country, and now they are shooting you. They cannot tolerate you. They cannot tolerate you speak against them. You are not allowed to speak against them because you are animals, you are human beings. They have every power. And people are so silent that they can tolerate them. They can go to any extent and you accept them. They break your heads and you accept them. This is happening. I am not talking in favor or against any political. I hate political parties. If this type of political parties we have in future, I really hate them. All our political parties and all are crooks, filled up of crooks in all political parties. They are only self-interested people. They are not country-interested people. Therefore, I hate all these political parties. Believe me, these political parties and who are supporters of these political parties, I really hate all of them. Without knowing the political parties, the characters, and without their scope and their minds, why should we follow them? We should kick them out. But we cannot do this because we are not thinkers. You are being fooled. You shall remain being fooled forever. You shall keep voting them also. Because slavery has not gone from your minds. Slavery has not gone. We can say that slavery has not gone from हमारे दिमाग से. वो मानसिकता गुलामी की निकली नहीं अब तक. अभी भी हम गुलाम हैं, चाहे सोते हो जागते हो, आज भी हम गुलाम हैं. और वही यूके में हुआ, जो हमारे पहले गुरु थे, मास्टर थे, वो भी आज गुलाम है. एक दूसरे तरह से गुलाम. यूके एंड EU, उन दोनों का देखो, EU से बाहर आ गए, यूरोपियन यूनियन से बाहर आ गए. वो भी आज समझते हैं, वही माइंड सेट है कि हम दुनिया के मालिक हैं. आज भी हम इतने देशों पर राज करते हैं. वो दिमाग से भूत को उतरा नहीं है. आज जो हालत है ब्रिटेन के, किसी से छुपे नहीं है. जो हमारे हालत है वो किसी से छुपे नहीं है. वो हम पे राज करते थे, आज वो भी बर्बाद हैं. और हम तो बर्बाद हैं ही। मतलब ये कि हम पे राज करने वाले हमारे मास्टर भी बर्बाद हैं आज की तारीख में। 70 साल वो नहीं डाइजेस्ट कर सके, उन्हें समझ नहीं आया 70 साल कैसे जिए, बड़ी मुश्किल से जी पाए। They could not understand how to live 70 years. Just 70 years they could not, but when they were here for hundreds of years, they enjoyed their life. They became king of this country. Still they are king, but they are king worthless, legless, feetless, mindless, moneyless. We are people, democratic people. We have no democracy at all. We call ourselves republic. We are not republic at all. Now we are not that. We call ourselves sovereign. We are not sovereign because people are not sovereign. People are not even allowed to speak. How can they be sovereign? If you are not even allowed to speak, you can't be sovereign at all. And same thing is happening everywhere. So socialist we call here. You have no jobs. You are socialist. No meaning of budget if there is no money with you. What's the meaning of budget? They are declaring 2.5 hours speech for what? People are without jobs. You are imposing income tax. Your concession income doesn't mean anything. Because people don't have jobs. From what is the meaning of income tax? What is the meaning of NRI? All that means you have no vision at all, and you're just talking and talking and talking without nothing. You don't know what's happened to this. There's a policy. It's a government stateless policy. You cannot say that we are having a government. People are actually governmentless. People are visionless. People are planless. This is happening in this country, Bharat, India. And forget these TV channels, bloody health channels. Throw them out from this country. They are not working as channels. They are not working in public. They are working only for earning money. And I hate these channels. We don't require them. YouTube channel is okay. Private channels are okay. We don't care. This mainstream, these are bloody drain channels, nala channels, and sewage channels. They are talking only for Modi, 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 government, Modi, government, Modi. All time they bark like this, or Hindustan, Pakistan, Hindustan, Pakistan. All this bloody nonsense they are talking. They are not pressers, they are not journalists, they are not people. Foolish people. We should waste. Why should we waste time with them? We kick them out from where to go. Really, one should get angry. How long can you digest them? How long can you act them? We are paying them and they are showing news which are worthless, meaningless. They are showing their own minds. They are not showing reality of news. This is happening. So where are we standing? Police acting as police is enemy to you. Our police, we are paying them, they are enemy to us. They are hired by Prime Minister, they are hired by Home Minister, they are hired by government. They act as their personal servants to government, personal service to all that. So where is function? And court, if you talk of court is just COI court and nothing else. There's a court building but no court. This is happening in all institutions of this country, and that is not acceptable. Not at all acceptable. What has happened to us? What has happened to our society? What has happened to our minds? What has happened to conscience? Are we living beings or are dead animals? We have to ensure that. Are we living or we are not living? Our youth are there. Crores of youth, intellectual youth, educated youths, crores of intellectual people, intellectual professionals. They all are sleeping except few. And those who are talking of something, that demanding something of free of problems, they are called anti-nationals. While all are international who are sleeping, I am telling you, all those are able to see atrocities, accept them tacitly, or who are able to accept all kinds of sins affected on you by some others, all kind of, you can say, attempts, adverse attempts, except you are not supporting yourself, you are not supporting others, you are also part of that system, you are also indirectly same cruel. You are forgetting that this is your country, this is not country of English, this is not country of America, this is not country of Arab, this is Bharat, Bharat and Bharat. I don't understand mind of government. Is there some mind? Or I don't actually know. I'm not finding any institution there which is called government of this country. I'm not finding any institution there. This is whatever is there is just like dolls, effigies. They are not really entities who are working. They are just passing time for sake. Government is only for namesake, only for formality. It's functionless government. It's not working at all. They are working through police. They are working through youth who are using their toys, bomb, and you can say maybe tomorrow they use whatever kind of impacts on public. They can do that. आज भारत सरकार मुझे नहीं दिखाई दे रही कहीं कि भारत सरकार का पता क्या है, वो कहाँ है, उसमें कौन काम कर रहा है, कौन नहीं कर रहा है, भारत सरकार है भी कि नहीं है, मेरी समझ नहीं आता है। मेरी आंखें या तो खराब हो गई हैं या मेरा दिमाग खराब हो गया है, उन्हें देख नहीं पा रहा हूँ। वो कितना अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं मुझे समझ नहीं आता। आज देश में पैसा नहीं है, लोगों के पास जॉब नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं है, और वो बजट निकाल रहे हैं बिना मतलब का। इससे कोई मतलब नहीं होता है। जब आपके पास पैसा नहीं है, कुछ नहीं, तो आपके बजट का मतलब क्या है? आपकी इंडस्ट्री बंद है, आपकी फैक्ट्री बंद है, आप कंपनियां बेच रहे हैं और फिर बजट भी निकाल रहे हैं। क्या मतलब रहता है इन्वेस्टरों का? खेल ड्रामा जैसे कठपुतली वाला ड्रामा दिखाता है, ये सब कठपुतली वाला ड्रामा हो रहे हैं और हम ड्रामा देख रहे हैं। लाखों करोड़ों यहाँ पे पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं, लाखों करोड़ों यहाँ पे युवा हैं, लाखों करोड़ों और लोग हैं जिन्हें कोई मतलब नहीं देश से, उनको बस सोते रहना है, हर चीज को सहते रहना है, उनको जुर्म किए जाओ, उनको पीटे जाओ, उनको सह जाना है। ऐसा ही देश आज हमारा हो गया है। हमारे देश में जान नहीं, हमारे लोगों में जान नहीं, दिमाग नहीं, शक्ति नहीं, और सब चलते रहना चाहिए। वह ऐसे ही चल रहा है। कोई चोरी करके ले जाए, कोई लूट के ले जाए, कोई पत्थर मारे हमारे सर पर, कुछ भी कर दे, हम सब सहते रहेंगे। यही भारत देश का आज का मंजर है। शर्म आ जाती है कई बार अपने आप को जब दूसरे देशों से मिला के देखते हैं। उन देशों में जहाँ के लोगों के अंदर खून गर्म है, जो अपने अधिकारों के लिए मरने को तैयार रहते हैं, और हमारे देश के अंदर टेलीविजन चैनल ऐसी बदतमीजी दिखाते रहते हैं जैसे उनको कुछ लेना देना नहीं है देश से। वो किराए के टट्टू जो ड्रामा कर रहे हैं, आ गए नाटककार बन गए, लोगों से बातें नहीं करते ढंग से, बस नाटक की बातें करते हैं, अपना गुस्सा दिखाते हैं। किस लिए गुस्सा दिखाते हैं मुझे समझ नहीं आता। ऐसे पागल एंकर्स, ऐसे पागल रिपोर्टर्स, और साथ में उनके साथ पागल बहस रखने वाले, सारे के सारे पागलों की जमात इकट्ठी हो गई है देश में। जिधर देखो पागलपन नजर आता है। न्यायालय में जाओ तो वहां कोई सुनने वाला नहीं, सरकार तो है ही नहीं, किससे बात की जाए। एक ऐसी अराजकता फैल जा रही है देश में। अराजकता मीन्स अनरूलिंग स्टेट। वी आर गोइंग टुवर्ड्स अनरूलिंग स्टेट, और यू कैन कॉल द पीपल शल स्टार्ट अपराइजिंग इफ सच सिचुएशन कंटिन्यू। नो जॉब्स मीन्स नो फूड, फार्मर्स आर अनहैप्पी, students are happy, traders are unhappy, public is unhappy, but they are all silent, they are all watchers, they are all viewers, they are spectators. This is a very extraordinary situation which nobody expected few years back. Most important element of every country's economy. Economy is one aspect, not than that. I was going through one resignation speech of our author of Constitution, Dr. Ambedkar, Bhimrao Ambedkar. I just went through that speech, and he referred at time he was angry on government due to some reason. Reason what the budget at that time was 350 crores only. Budget that time, I'm talking 1950s. Our budget of this government was, central government was only 350 crore rupees. And out of that, 180 crore was allotted to defense system. Is a question mark. According to Dr. Ambedkar, that's right too. Out of 350 crores, you are spending 180 crores towards defense system. This means more than 50%. You are spending around 50% on defense expenditure. What does it mean? You are raising taxes of 100, say, and you are spending half of that on defense. This means how many enemies you have around you, how many countries there are. I'm talking of 50s. In those days where defense was not very advanced. What do you think? Who will attack you? Okay, China, one part you can say. But in 1950s, you were just liberated. You were not a strong company, strong government. Yes, you needed money. But did you need like this? There was one person that was known as Pakistan. There was no Bangladesh at that time. Other person in Nepal, which can't be your enemy. Means who are these? You're spending that of money for this. This was a big question, not the right question. Maybe we are not read that information before. This means you are not having any consistency in your approach. What percentage should be used on it, and why you should take that consideration because you don't have any friendship with people. Why don't you try friendship first? What's wrong with that? If you have friendly neighbors, you won't need any fighting, any war. This means you have no guts even to have international diplomacy arrangement with you. You are just threatening others also. Because if you are spending that much against in your system, other country will also do same. So my consideration is very good in that point. His view was, why don't you have cordial relations with other nations? So that's a point, positive point. Why are you spending this much on such a nonsense issue which are not going to be used? If you spend this much money on defense, and certainly you are not going to have that level of war. So what shall these articles, these goods or equipments you buy work? That was a question mark in mind of Dr. Ambedkar. And there was no satisfactory answer to that. Well, this is a considerable point. After all, it's your money, it's your tax, you hardened, you should have used this for development work. But it was in 1950s. So he had many other issues. He said, your issue is Kashmir, one part is Jammu Kashmir, other part is all this and that. So you sit with them and decide. Why are you prolonging this issue? So that's why he just simply referred. He says, okay, Kashmir is ours now. Okay, fine. But it is such majority. Either you take this or take that and decide. This was his proposal. In that resignation speech, I heard, long resignation speech. Well, that was, of course, if you at that time, just to take you back to that era, and you will find in those days, if it happened, I think we would not have allotted budget in all years to that level as we have done. And there are many other points also which are related to the schedule, cost, result type, and all that. He just was unhappy with that also. He said, why? What benefits you are given in these 4 years? Or I think it is 51 and 47 was our freedom. So in 4 years, there was no recruitment of SC and ST. It was reported from all the ministries. In 4 years, no recruitment was done. You see, what bluff people used to say though, if I'm talking of that level. And what's about now? If in those times, there were such thinkers, there were such people who could lead or who could do this way, but they were not allowed. They were not allowed by those ministers. It was a minister talk. He was a minister, law minister, Ambedkar in those days. He was not allowed to work. Means he wanted something set right. But no, there was no unity, there was no question. Well, I'm just giving this as a reference to you because I read 2 days back about his resignation. Now, current situation says that we are certainly there's someone who is pushing us in wrong direction. If you think you can remove this constitution or you can disregard this constitution and you want to bring something else in its place, it's a big question mark. Constitution of this country is not toilet paper. It's a document for everybody of us, and we have to respect this. We are bound to respect this. If we don't respect, means we disregard ourselves, we disregard freedom fighters, and we disregard everybody. That cannot be digested, cannot be helped. You have to accept that. जो समझते हैं हम अपनी चला लेंगे, कुछ भी कर लेंगे, शायद गलत दुनिया में रहते हैं. आपको उतनी ही करनी होगी जितनी आपकी ताकत है, आपकी पावर है. उससे ज्यादा आप करेंगे तो आप खुद ही गिर जाएंगे. आप अपनी शक्ति से ज्यादा चलेंगे या काम करेंगे तो गिर जाएंगे. जब तक शक्ति आप बढ़ा ना लें, जितना आपका माइंड है उतना इस्तेमाल कर पाएंगे जब तक आप माइंड की शक्ति बढ़ा ना लें. ये आवश्यक होता है. खाली शोर मचाने से तो बात नहीं बनती. शोर मचाना तो कौवे का भी काम होता है, शोर मचाना तो रिक्शा जानवरों का भी काम होता है. शोर तो सब मचाते हैं, शोर तो हवा भी मचाती है. शोर मचाने से तो कुछ नहीं होता. तूफान जरूर आ सकता है अगर प्रेशर लेवल हो जाए, या कुत्ता आपको काट सकता है, कुछ भी हो सकता है. शोर मचाने से क्या है? क्या देश शोर मचाने से चल सकता है? क्या समस्याएं आपकी शोर मचाने से हल हो सकती हैं? अगर शोर मचाने से हो सकता है तो हम भी मचाने लगते हैं. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं. चिड़ियाएं भी शोर मचाती हैं, कौवे भी शोर मचाते हैं, लेकिन हम तो कुछ नहीं होता, फायदा कुछ नहीं होता उसका. आप कह सकते हैं हाँ ध्वनि आती है, हवा में म्यूजिक आता है, इतना आप कह सकते हैं. लेकिन ये देश का सवाल है, 140 करोड़ लोगों का सवाल है, भारत का सवाल है. इंडिया जिसे आप कहते हैं, भारत जिसे आप कहते हैं, ना ये हिंदू राष्ट्र है, ना उसके बारे में सोचना चाहिए. ना ये कोई ऐसा राष्ट्र है जिसको हम नाम दें या न दें. हमें आखिर आवश्यकता क्या है नाम देने की? और यदि 1 मिनट के लिए सोचे भी, आप कल्पना भी करें कि आप इसको हिंदू राष्ट्र बना देते हैं, क्या क्या बनाएंगे उसमें आप? अगर आप सोचते हैं कि हम इसको हिंदू राष्ट्र बनाएंगे, आप मान लेते हैं 1 मिनट के लिए, बना दिया आपने लिख दिया जी हिंदू राष्ट्र हो गया. उसके बाद क्या होगा उसमें? आपकी गरीबी हट जाएगी, आपकी सारी इंडस्ट्रीज खुल जाएंगी, आपकी विद्या अच्छी हो जाएगी, आपका देश आगे बढ़ने लगेगा. क्या होगा उससे? आप पुराना जमाना वापस लाके आना चाहते हैं. आप चाहते हैं कि आप मनुस्मृति को लागू करें, जो एक फेक डॉक्यूमेंट है, जो कभी इंसानियत ने लिखा ही नहीं, जानवरों ने लिखा था. क्या आप उसको वापस लाना चाहते हैं? आप चाहते क्या? आप क्या टांग के बल चलेंगे या सर के बल चलेंगे या घिस के लेट के चलेंगे? चलना तो आपको पैर के बल ही चलेगा, दिमाग का आपको प्रयोग करना ही पड़ेगा। आप चाहे कुछ भी राष्ट्र बना दें, और भी राष्ट्र है दुनिया में, कोई नाम से चलता है, कोई संस्कृति के नाम से चलता है, कोई धर्म के नाम से चलता है, और कोई किसी और के नाम से चलता है। चल सब रहे हैं, पा क्या रहे हैं? पा तो मेहनत ही से ही रहे हैं, चाहे वो अमेरिका हो, इंग्लैंड हो, यूरोपियन यूनियन या कोई भी देश हो, जो भी पा रहा है मेहनत से पा रहा है। ऐसे तो कोई नहीं पा रहा। कहने को इस्लामिक कंट्री हो सकती है, क्या इस्लाम से तो कंट्री नहीं चल रही? कंट्री तो काम से चल रही है। अगर अरब में तेल नहीं होगा तो क्या चल लेते वो? अगर यूरोप में या इंग्लैंड में विज्ञान नहीं होता तो क्या आगे चल लेते वो? इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन नहीं तो क्या चल लेते वो? तो ये तो सब कल्पनाएं हैं कि हम इस धर्म में जाएं, उस धर्म में जाएं। आज भारत का नाम आप हिंदू राष्ट्र कर भी देते तो क्या फर्क पड़ेगा उससे? तो वो आप जहां जहां आपने नाम बदले वहां क्या हो गया? क्या होगा उससे? आपके नाम बदलने से ही सब कुछ हो जाएगा तो सारी दुनिया नाम बदल देगी। अगर आपके राष्ट्र का नाम एक बहुत अमीर देश लिख दें हम, तो क्या अमीर हो जाएगा उससे? क्या हो जाएगा उससे? इन बातों को खाली पब्लिक को बेवकूफ बनाने के लिए तो ठीक है, चलो पीपल फुल बना देते हैं, वी मेक पीपल फुल एंड दे शैल बी हैप्पी। But don't forget, people are not happy now because they are educated people, modern educated people. They are not fools. Yes, they are sleeping. They have been sleeping because they are very, very lazy. They are lazy physically. They are lazy mentally. If they use their mind, there can be no Modi. There can be no Shah if they use their mind. Because if they use mind, they shall be there, not you. You are there in power because people are lazy. People did not use your mind. Once people start using their mind, then you shall not be there. Somebody used its mind and constitution was released. It was delivered. If that person stopped working and he did not use that and nobody was so serious, you would not have this document with us. Somebody worked there day and night for years and they got this, and they were literate. They were not illiterate. Problem is today, despite people being literate, they are not thinking. And when society stops thinking, then education got no meaning, literacy got no meaning. That literacy only for literature, not for physical work, not for implementation. There is so much literature in our country. You can say a pool of literature, store of literatures, but that's only in library as research paper or notes or books or resources. Those are all for students who are studying, but those students cannot apply them when they go to field because culture in field is different. हमारी संस्कृति वो नहीं है जो सोच रहे हैं आप सब वैज्ञानिक भी बनना चाहते हैं, डॉक्टर भी इंजीनियर बनना चाहते हैं, लेकिन करना नहीं चाहते। आज हमारे कितने डॉक्टर रिसर्च करके खुद अपने आप सामने आए? कोई नहीं आता जब तक कि अमेरिका से कोई ऐसी नोट ना आ जाए, कोई ऐसी कंक्लूजन ना आ जाए कि ऐसा हो सकता है, तो हमारा डॉक्टर आगे नहीं बढ़ता है, चाहे वो कितनी भी डिग्रियां लेके बैठा हो। यही हाल हमारे दूसरे प्रोफेशंस के साथ है। Our people are of course educated but not intellectuals. Their position is intellectual, but practically they are not intellectuals because they don't use their mind for public. They use their mind only in profession, and that is secret mind and secret application, not for public. Public is not informed what's happening, and that's really backdrop, you can say. That's drawback of our system. Same thing is happening now. We have a government in center, but that government is real government, we cannot say. That government is just a passive government without any competency, without any consistency. And that is really a very bad state for us. Government means it should work. Government should take care. Government should think for future. Government should plan. That is work of government. Government means it has to review work, what is done. Government means you have to see what errors have been caused, where people are suffering, what people are thinking, what's the demand of people, what's charter of people, what actually they want, what should be done in future now. And what was in the past, they should learn lessons from the past. There are so many, you can say, activities the government is required to do. But are they doing? That's the question. You are having 60 ministers, you may have 600 ministers. I am telling 2-3% are competent, fine, you can tell government. But you are having a big lot, big structure of government. But results are nil, just nils, because lack of information, lack of initiative, lack of interest, lack of movement, lack of any research, anything, you cannot start something. You just keep silent. And if you start something, you take an decision, you make mistakes, you don't do any homework, and just move, and then you fall again, you rise, you fall again, you rise, you fall again, you rise. This happens. Our constitution is a book if it is not applied. It's very simple. Dr. Ambedkar also said that if you do it correctly, don't understand, you just close it and keep it in almirah, then there is no law. If you keep it in almirah, it's law only for case judgments when Supreme Court judges, High Court judges go through this happen. As far as public is concerned, public do not know this, and that's a fact. For the last 2-3 weeks, you can say people have understood that there is some law like constitution of this country, Bharat ka Samvidhan. Many people didn't know before. I talked to many people in past. They could not know, they did not know. What is that? Yes, I heard somewhere, something like, oh yes, I heard what's the constitution. They only heard, they neither tried to look into this. This is called no proaction. People are not proactive. You are proactive for anatomy, you are proactive of biology, you are proactive to learn engineering, you are not proactive to know basics of your country. Because you are not keen to live in this country. After having education, you are keen to go to USA or England or Canada or somewhere else. That is your motto, your objective. If that is only objective, then you are not living for this country, you are living for other country practically. And that is very dangerous. Yes, you will go for money indeed. That's right, you go for money. But you will stay there forever. That's also right. Because you feel pride in calling, I am American citizen, I am Canadian citizen, I have English passport, I have Estonian passport, I have this and that. If you think that is a prideful, fine, go there and study there. Why you are here? If you are so proud, you feel so pride, degree of pride, I am American, okay, go to America and have it here. Why are you here? Why were you born here, in fact? If your mindset is America or England, I don't say America is for America and ours is for ours. That's a fact of life. So you don't feel pride that you are American. It's not a question of pride. You may be American, you may be Bharatvasi, you may be wherever. Every country has its own prides. Even those countries who don't have anything, they feel pride in themselves. Even Sudani feels pride, calling Sudan as pride. Algerian calls himself Algerian. Nigerian calls, everybody has pride. Even Bangladesh calls himself, I am Bangladeshi. What's wrong with that? I am Pakistani. What's wrong with that? Every country has its pride. So I don't think there's something important in that. Yes, it's my home. It's my family. I have to live in this. This is my problem. I have to upgrade this. I have to make it richer. I have to enrich my family. That should be my motto. Go and ask Americans, are they happy? You will find them also with problems. You talk to Americans, you will find they also having problems. They will also curse their government. If you talk to English guy, that's also, I have a problem, but that person, oh, I'm loyal to Queen of Kings. So this is mentality of every person. So wherever you are born, that is your fortune. You are born here, God wanted to send you here, so you are here. Now you migrate to America or you migrate, that doesn't make a difference. Yes, for interaction, it's okay. But don't feel pride in that you are superior, other guys inferior. Yes, conditions of my country are very bad, I know. Conditions of my country are very bad and I am responsible for that. Everyone is responsible for that. And all countries have some deficiencies, merits and demerits. You cannot say that it's uniform all over. So we have to understand our drawbacks, our decisions, where to treat ourselves. No one is going to treat us. We have one way to treat, and that's our constitution, which applies on everybody in this country. This is my constitution. I have to understand that. This is not American constitution, this is not English constitution, this is not somebody else's constitution. This is mine and for me, and I should be happy with that. I should be having pride with that first. If I don't want to respect this, I cannot respect my country, because that's the only document legally, officially now applicable to everybody on this country. And the country is being governed by that. So my Raja is my king, is my constitution. My sovereignty is my constitution. That point we understand. Early understand better. And it should not be pride of hesitation or concern. Oh, no, I don't know this. You should say, I know it. Because you must know it. If you do not know it, you lose something. Because you don't know your father, your mother is like that. Don't you know the name of your father, your mother, your parent, your grandfather? This is like that. This is your mother-in-law, this is your father-in-law, this is law, mother of laws here, this is father of laws here, this is grandfather laws. All laws must be according to this. That's what privileged. That's the charter of this constitution. This is my charter, this is your charter, this country's charter, Bharat's charters have charters. This is charter. I am living for this. This is asking me, you love this. Actually, this is my luck. This is principal luck that I am having. We call Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. I say Bharat Savidhan Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. That's why I try to add something to our national anthem. Jan Gan Man Adhinayak Jayo He Bharat Savidhan Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. That's why I try to think, what's wrong with that? After all, we are confused. Who is Bharat Bhagya Vidhata? Was it Queen? Was it King? Was it Prime Minister? Is it President? Who is? Of course, it is Nagrik, citizen. Citizen is writing himself through Constitution says, you are sovereign. Yes, I am sovereign. I am citizen. It says, you are socialist. Yes, I am socialist. I am member of society. And plus and minus of all the society, I am responsible for. What's wrong with that? And I say that I am secular. Yes, I am secular because I believe in God. I believe in faith. I believe in everything. I believe or I don't believe, it's also same. If I say I don't believe in any God, that's my criteria, my outlook. If I say I am believing in this God, it's also my criteria. If I say I believe in this culture, okay, fine. This is my ritual, fine. It's up to me to accept or to reject. So I am secular. I respect. I'm not condemning someone else. Oh, you are having this culture against nation. No, don't do this. I'm not going to do this. And no one can do that. So we are respecting all. You may be secular. You may be religious. You may be anti-religion. You may be whatever you are. Whatever culture you are following in, that's called secular. And this says democracy. Yes, I am democratic. I am electing my MP, my representative all over. And they are on behalf of me, on behalf of me, they are electing further. So that is democratic. And it says that you are republic. Yes, I am republic because I removed all kings from here and I am myself king because I am appointing, I'm electing my representative and I am responsible for this country. I am a member of this country. No one can pull my right from that. Whatever law you make, no law can pull my right. You have no question against me. You cannot raise question, I am citizen or I'm not citizen. Once I am citizen, I am citizen. You cannot take back my citizenship. It's up to me if I give back my citizenship. If I leave this country for good, I have to give back this. I surrender my passport. I have to join the country. So this country, that's up to me. If I die, I lose my citizenship because I am dead. Or if I am in jail forever, there's no meaning of citizenship, automatically lapses. That's what I am saying. This is my constitution. Who is giving me all this framing? All these parameters, characters, attributes, whatever you call it. I am composed of this. I am institutionalized as such. And also it guarantees me further. It guarantees justice, power, and liberty power, and freedom, and you can say equality power. These three powers, it grants to me automatically. If I am citizen of this country, I get whole thorough justice, I get whole thorough liberty, I get whole thorough equality. So that all feel same society, brothers, harmonious society, society with integrity, society with consistency, society with cohesiveness, society belonging to each other. That is what is our constitution. If we cannot understand this point, means there is no meaning in arguing, talking, all voicing high for nothing. All this government is temporary. Legislature is also temporary. People come in and people go out. But citizens are there, systems are there, mechanism is there, infrastructure is there, cities are there, everything is there. Only not there are these people who are hired. I call them hired. We hired you for so much, for this duration, serve it. Otherwise you are nowhere. That point, what they are using guns against you. They are calling you your anti-nationals. They are calling you your this and your that. This is called nonsense. Government should be very standardized. This government is not at all government. I cannot call it government because they are not government. They are not working as such. They are not caring for me. They are not caring for you. They are just trying to bifurcate society. Let them fight together. This is the plan. This is not good. People have to check and audit everything again and again. I say we have to be sure that we are having a government that's working for us. That is our requirement as society, and that is a requirement which every should think of. And if you don't have that service to be delivered by these people, we should change that. That is also our right and privilege. but it's not single privilege. It's totally privilege. We are all united, we are all unit, and it's our responsibility to keep this nation safe from internal aggression, from external aggression. What I'm finding now is very, very bad situation, very, very bad state of this, that people are voicing which voice they never raised in past, since 1947 and up to 2014. They were silent, they had been silent, or they were silenced, you can say, because they will find that level of disintegrity among society. I call it disintegrity because they are trying people to disintegrate themselves, which is not very, very attractive viewpoint. You should say it's not in favor of our society that we should disintegrate, because disintegration would not give us anything. वो सोचते हैं आपको तोड़ मोड़ के कर दिया जाए, आपको आपस में लड़ा दिया जाए, एक धर्म को दूसरे धर्म से, एक समाज को दूसरे समाज से, जो हो रहा है बंदूक दिखा के लाया जाए, डरा के लाया जाए, या कैसे भी करके लाया जाए, ये वो चाहते हैं। लेकिन ऐसा होगा नहीं। अगर यदि होगा तो बहुत ज्यादा होगा। उनको तो सत्ता में रहना है, उनका एक ही मंजिल है, सत्ता में रहना, कैसे भी रहना। वो सत्ता का मतलब समझ ही नहीं पाए अब तक। वो सत्ता को पावर समझते, शक्ति समझते हैं। वो भूल जाते हैं सत्ता तो पब्लिक है। वो ये भूल जाते हैं कि सत्ता पब्लिक है, ये पार्लियामेंट सत्ता नहीं है, ये भारत सरकार सत्ता नहीं है, और ना ही न्यायालय सत्ता है। सत्ता है भारत देश की पब्लिक, समाज, देश की जनता, देश का नागरिक सत्ता है। देश का नागरिक भारत भाग्य का विधाता है। देश का जितना भी नागरिक है वो भारत का विधाता है। ये वो भूल जाते हैं। हर नागरिक विधाता है, सर्वधर्म नागरिक है। हम हिंदू धर्म, मुस्लिम धर्म नहीं है, हम सर्वधर्म है, सारे धर्म है। या जो धर्म को नहीं मानता वो भी सर्वधर्म में आ जाता है, क्योंकि सर्व निगेटिव धर्म कह सकते हैं आप। तो हम सब नागरिक हैं। हमको नागरिक का फर्ज आना चाहिए। हमको अपने आप को आगे चलाना चाहिए। जहां जहां पावरफुल लोग आते हैं उनको हटा दिया जाता है, जैसे पहले भी हुआ है और यहां भी हो रहा है। पावरफुल थे उनको हटा दिया गया, जो काम करने वाले थे उनको हटा दिया गया, जो सोचते थे उनको हटा दिया गया, तो समझते थे उनको हटा दिया गया। और वो चाहते नहीं कि पढ़ा लिखा आदमी, समझदार आदमी आगे आए और देश के लोग पढ़े, क्योंकि पढ़ाई लिखाई शायद उनके दुश्मन है। आखिर यहूदी और मुगल जो है वो, इंग्लिश उनको अच्छी नहीं लगती, मैथ्स उनको अच्छा नहीं लगता, और साइंस उनको अच्छी नहीं लगती, इंजीनियरिंग उनको अच्छी नहीं लगती। उनको अच्छा क्या लगता है? उनको अच्छा लगता है कि गाय का पेशाब क्या है, हाइड्रोजन सल्फाइड क्या है, किस तरह से पीछे की जाके वहां के काल्पनिक दुनिया में जिया जाए। ये शक्तिमान का जमाना नहीं है। शक्तिमान तो किताबों में नहीं, शक्तिमान तो कल्पनाओं में रहता है। लेकिन भारत की शक्ति भारत के विज्ञान में है, भारत की शक्ति भारत की इंजीनियरिंग में है, भारत की शक्ति भारत की औद्योगिकरण में है, भारत की शक्ति भारत की शिक्षा में है, भारत की शक्ति भारत के स्वस्थ मानव में है, स्वस्थ नागरिक में है। भारत की शक्ति वहां पर है। भारत की शक्ति वहां नहीं है जब कल्पना की दुनिया में रहते हैं। इसका नाम बदल के हिंदू राष्ट्र कर दो, इसका नाम बदल के ये कर दो, उसका नाम बदल दो, इसका नाम बदल दो। नाम बदलने में शक्ति नहीं है, नाम रखने में शक्ति है। आप नाम को समझिए, उसकी बात को समझिए, आगे चलिए। भारत क्यों कहते हैं उसको भी समझना होगा, और किस और क्यों कहते हैं समझना होगा। ये बातें आपने कभी समझी नहीं, कभी कोशिश नहीं की। कोशिश तब करोगे जब दिमाग होगा, दिमाग नहीं तो आप क्या करोगे? और दिमाग भी जब है तो आप सो जाओगे तो क्या होगा? तो हमारा देश का युवा, हमारा देश का इंटेलेक्चुअल, हमारा देश का बुद्धिजीवी सोया हुआ है। बुरा लगता होगा आपको जब मैं ये कहता हूँ, लगता रहे बुरा लगेगा, तभी आपको मिर्चें लगेंगी। और मिर्चें तो लगानी जरूरी है, क्योंकि आप उठेंगे नहीं। आप बिजली का करंट भी लगाया जाता है जब उठते नहीं है, दिमाग सो जाता है। पानी भी डाला जाता है जब सो जाता है उठाने के लिए, या कई बार हिलाया भी जाता है, उठिए हो गया। समय सोना बहुत अच्छा लगता है, हमें भी लगता है, सबको लगता है। सोने में बड़ा आनंद आता है, बहुत रेस्ट मिलता है। लेकिन याद रखना, जितना ज्यादा खाओगे दर्द भी उतना ही होता है। जरूरत से ज्यादा सोओगे तो सर भी दर्द हो सकता है, जरूरत से ज्यादा स्ट्रेन भी आ सकता है, बॉडी की नसें भी कमजोर हो सकती हैं, हड्डियां भी कमजोर हो सकती हैं, और आपको ज्यादा पेशाब भी आ सकता है। आपको खाना उठकर खाइए फिर सो जाइए, खाइए फिर सो जाइए, ऐसा कतरे देख के आपको मोटापन आ जाएगा, या आप कमजोर हो जाएंगे, आपको चलने की शक्ति भी नहीं होगी। ये बात रखनी चाहिए कि आपको बॉडी को उतना ही यूज करना है और उतना ही रेस्ट देना है जितनी इसकी आवश्यकता है। तो आज देश भी एक बॉडी है। देश को आप कैसे चलाना है ये आपको देखना है। संविधान देश नहीं चला देगा, संविधान समझाएगा आपको क्या करना है। देश चलाना तो आपने, अपने आप देश नहीं चल जाएगा, आपके नागरिक चलाएंगे। नागरिक जिनको ये काम देंगे वो चलाएंगे। नागरिकों का एमपीओ को दिया हुआ है, एमपीओ ने भारत सरकार को दिया हुआ है। सबके अपने अपने फंक्शन है, उसके हिसाब से चलता है देश। वो फंक्शन में गड़बड़ी करने वाले भी वही हैं, फंक्शन चलाने वाले भी वही हैं, फंक्शन को खराब करने वाले भी वही हैं। अगर हम खुद ही बनाएंगे, खुद ही खराब करेंगे तो कैसे चलेगा? Everybody is responsible for this country. Society is responsible. Citizens are responsible. I am not calling politicians responsible. There is no politician in my eyes, and there is no party in my. I don't believe in these parties and these politicians because these are all rags. These are all rags. A time never came in our life of 72 years post-independence, which has come today. Society was happy or not happy. Both cases were there. There were certain frictions in societies among religious people, and their frictions were existing among various, you can say, tribes or castes. But those were digestible, affordable. But now a stage has come when, till now we were dependent on political parties. The political parties will oppose government work. That was normal, conventional, you can say. People relied on that for 7 decades. Whether Congress was in power or other was in power, whether Congress was in opposition or is in opposition and others were in opposition, it doesn't make a difference, because all are politicians, and politicians means in our country who is not a reliable person. A person who is not reliable, you may call that person a politician because his work is not required. That person tries to be absorbed in society and to show that I am useful, you have to take my services, and that is called politician. I do not consider politician even a human being, because they are like animals. They are not thinkable. Well, never. They think for people only when they think there is a benefit for them. If they have benefit, they will think for people, otherwise no. And they will say, oh, I have done this for you, see. They will give you 5 and say 95 is for him, and so I say, I give you 5, or else you want. He has taken 95 from you, but I am giving you 5. What do you want? And that. What do you want me to do for you? Yes, you have taken your 5. You have got 5, and he has got 95. So what expert you want? This is what our politics is, rubbish politics. And this has to go. Time has come. Once group of people or mixed group of people arise, then a poem is called Rise for the Day is Passing. We say, I used to get this poem in school. Rise for the day is passing. Yes, rise. Or else they will pass, you sleep. If you don't rise, you keep sleeping, they will pass. Nobody will care for you. Time will go, time will come back. If you keep sleeping, keep asleep. So we have been keeping sleep. We are sleeping. We have been sleeping for 7 decades. Fortunately or unfortunately, you may consider positive or negatively, but we had been sleeping for 7 decades. We didn't rise. We didn't think about to rise. We are relaxing, and we lost time. We lost those 7 decades. Not only we got education, but we lost, because our education was of no use except profession. Our education taught us profession, but never taught society. It never taught how to make country. He never taught how to think about country. It never taught you that you have to think about country as a unit of this country. It just taught how to make money, how to work in profession, and enjoy life. I think only 25% of education we learned, 75% has gone wasted. That is our education, and I am shameful on that, because education makes you, and if you are made, you make nation. That's what is required. Whatever education you get, philosophical, professional, non-professional, you have to use that for nation. But we did not use. Well, yes, we used it for foreign countries. All foreign countries we worked for, all of us. There we used, because there was question of payment, not of nation. We were not obliged to make their nation, but only work there and get money. This is not case for our country. When you work in your country, it's not question of money earning. It's not question of individual development. It's a question of your nation, question of your future, of your people. That's difference. And if you don't do that, you cannot call yourself nationals. If I think of money, I have to make money, this means I am not thinking for nation. That is difference. If I work in Gulf, I think, why should I think for what? How much they earn? I have to go, I get my salary, I get my business moving, that's enough. But in your country it's different. You are responsible to society. You have a liability to a society because you are made by society. Money was spent from society onto you. There is a question of blood relation, soul relation, and national relation. That is a difference. So that character, that criteria, our intellectuals actually lack. They must be taught. They were not taught in university, but now they have to self-learn this, or everybody has to teach everyone. That is required. We cannot rely upon government because government is hired by us. We can change it. We have to rely upon ourselves. Government is not permanent. It should not be. Even if they think they can be, but they cannot be. People's power is top power. People's power is potential. People's power is maximum. People are powerful in this country, not government. Government just a stone, we kick it and throw it off, finished. Then the stone will come and sit there. Government is nothing. We are government. What is government? Think of. But government is abusing you. Government is beating you. Government is crushing your head. Government is doing everything it should not do. They are not doing what they should do. That's the problem. I'm not against any government. I'm not in support of any government. Government, do your job. You are paid for that. But it's not seen. It must be seen. You are not doing. You have to see you are doing. There should be no result. There's no valuation what you have done. That's really a situation which is unbecoming. So we have to think, dear friends. Think on. Keep thinking. Education should make you thinker, not debugger. You should be a thinker. You should be a researcher in your mind. You should think every angle of whatever you do. And if you do not do that, you may be doctorate, you may be researcher, you may be whatever. That's only theoretical, only in paper, only on certificate, not in reality. When you are something, you have education, certification, you should prove that you have done it. Otherwise, it seems that you just went to university or college or wherever you went study. You just went there for attending classes and cramming something and getting through examinations. Otherwise, you fail to understand what you studied, what for you studied. And that's why I close here with this, because I don't have much time today. I'll take tomorrow, and I have not much information about what is happening except all useless information. Somebody used their hand, started bulleting people or something unuseful. It's not good for us, but we have to be careful now because we are a society. Thank you very much. Jai Bharat. Vande Mataram.